Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now he's flushed out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They'll run on first down. It's James. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 37. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Jackson going to run. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
2nd down and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. These two teams all tied after 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, it's James. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Manning going to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14, Ravens 7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now go looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And those are the types of plays that Kenny Moore wants to make more of, because he's really starting to make a name for himself, and many know him as a terrific blitzer from the nickelback position. Undrafted out of Valdosta State, he is a ball hawk as well, and he led the Colts with 4 picks in 2020.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. James. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Manning. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, James. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 12.
Throwing is Manning. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Lewis.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Manning. And his throw is incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Manning. Able to shake him off. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's caught. Left side, Bolden. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Play action. Now Jackson. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 27, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into that.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll run on first down. It's Rice, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action. Now Manning.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
4th down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Manning. James has got it. Complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 5'9".
Manning now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 44, Manning. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They run it with James. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Manning. He's got it complete to Clark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, it's James. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42-7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Mike, 52. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Alert 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Rice, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Rice. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are. Because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turned down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turned down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And they will be he's set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll keep it on the ground. James. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Come on.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Watch the screen.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.